an NRI living here in the UK for last 10 years, I got the same advice you probably have. Everyone, including your family back home in India, 2 friends here, told me to send my money back in India for better returns. But I did the exact opposite. I kept every single penny right here in the UK, and in last 3 years I have built a completely tax-free portfolio of over £65,000 within my ISA. While many NRIs are wrestling with currency conversion fees and complex paperwork as well as tax regulations, my holdings in the Nasdaq are up 98%, my semiconductor ETF is up 14%, and even my gold position is up 45%. The best part, the tax I will pay on these gains is exactly zero. I am Dr. Suman, and in this video, I am not just going to show you the exact investment strategy that I used. I am going to prove why keeping and investing your money here in the UK is the smartest financial decision an NRI can make while living in the UK. When I moved to the UK from India to work here as an NHS doctor, I knew nothing about the financial system here. I made mistakes, I listened to the common advice, and I almost sent my hard-earned money on a one-way trip to a depreciating Indian currency. But I dedicated myself to learning this system, and now I help other NRIs build real tax-free wealth right here in the UK. Now let's tackle the biggest myth head on. Every NRI investment video talks about India's growth story. They show you the shiny graph of the Nifty 50 and tell you it's the only place to be. Let me destroy that narrative with one simple piece of data they always conveniently ignore. In the last 1 year, the Nasdaq was up 27% and the Nifty 50, it was down 0.6% in Indian rupee terms. But that's not the full story. Here is the killer detail. The Indian rupee depreciated against the pound by about 5% in last 1 year. So what does that mean for your real returns? The Nasdaq is still up 27%, but the Nifty, for someone earning in pounds, was actually down minus 5.5%. That is a staggering 32 percentage point difference in your overall wealth. Think about it. You earn in pounds, you live in pounds, your mortgage is in pounds. So why would you convert your strong currency into a depreciating one to invest in an underperforming market? This leads to the second huge misunderstanding. People hear UK investing and think it means you can only buy boring UK stocks. That is completely wrong. UK investing means using the powerful UK accounts to invest globally. In fact, most savvy UK investors are predominantly invested in the US and global market, not just the UK. So how do you do it? Your secret weapon is an account called Stocks and Shares ISA, which stands for Individual Savings Account. Think of it as a magic tax-free wrapper. Every single tax year, the UK government lets you put up to £20,000 into this wrapper. Once the money is inside, any investment you make, any growth, any dividend is 100% tax-free forever. Investing carries risk, so please do your own research before investing your money. Remember, you can lose your money while investing as well. If in doubt, then please consult a financial advisor, because I am not a qualified financial advisor and this video is not financial advice. Look at my holdings inside my ISA. Do you see any UK stocks? No. You see the Nasdaq 100, that's Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. You see the global market fund with companies from Europe and Asia. You even see an ETF that tracks the price of physical gold. Let's run the numbers. If you invest £20,000 every year for 20 years, that's £400,000 of your own money. At a conservative 7% annual growth, that could become over £800,000. The tax you would pay on that growth is zero within an ISA. If you did this outside an ISA, you would hand over more than £80,000 to HMRC. It's a no-brainer. So what is the catch here? The only catch is that this £20,000 allowance is a use it or lose it deal. It resets every tax year on April the 5th. You can't carry over any unused allowance to the next year. That's the first rule. Use it every year. The second rule is mindset. You cannot time the market. In 2022, my portfolio was down 15%. It was painful to look at, but I didn't panic. I kept investing my regular amount each month. That meant I was buying shares at a discount. The result, my portfolio recovered and is now at an all-time high of over £65,000. That's the power of staying in the game. And of course, please remember, I am sharing my personal strategy here, but this is not official financial advice. Now for the best part, specifically for us NRIs, you might think investing here means you lose out on India's growth story. Wrong again. I actually get decent exposure to the Indian market through my UK account as well. I can invest in an Indian ETF or a broader emerging market fund that have a 20% allocation to Indian market. And I can do all of it inside my tax-free ISA wrapper. Remember, if you actually send your money to India and then invest, then you will be subjected to the short-term and long-term capital gains tax as imposed by the Indian government. I know navigating all of this as an NRI living in the UK can be lonely and confusing. That's why I created a free online community specifically for NRI investors in the UK. We share strategies, ask questions, and support each other. If you want to be part of it, the link is in the description box below. Okay, now let's make this real. How do you start? It's simpler than you think. Here is your 5-step action plan. Step 1. Open a stocks and shares ISA today. You can do it online within 10 minutes. I personally use Invest Engine because it has 0 platform fees, but other great options for beginners are Vanguard or Trading 212. Step 2. Start with what you can afford, even just £100 a month. The key is to start. Step 3. Don't get overwhelmed. Pick a maximum of 1 to 3 global exchange traded fund or ETF. Something like a Vanguard FTSE All World gives you a piece of over 4,000 companies around the world in one click. Step 4. Automate it. Set up a direct debit to invest a fixed amount every single month. This is called pound cost averaging, and it's how you turn market crashes into opportunities. Step 5. Aim to use as much of your £20,000 annual allowance as you can before the April 5th deadline. If you were lucky enough to complete your £20,000, then use the allowance of your spouse, your husband or wife to make it £40,000 for you as a couple. Now, the most common question I get is, Dr. Suman, how do I actually choose from the thousands of ETFs out there? It's a great question, and to give you complete clarity, I have created something called the 7-Day Wealth Accelerator Challenge. It's an online course where I guide you for just 20 to 30 minutes a day. By day 7, you will have a clear, actionable investment plan tailored for you. The link to join the challenge is right at the top of the description box and in the pinned comments. I have also put a link to my free 60-minute ISA guide to get you started immediately. When I moved here back in 2015, I had about £500 to my name, and I was sending money back home every single month. Today, I have over £100,000 invested tax-free across my UK platforms. That money isn't just a number on a screen, it represents my children's future education, a future home deposit, and the freedom to choose my own path. Imagine investing just £500 a month for the next 10 years. You would contribute £60,000, but it could grow to over £82,000, saving you over £4,400 in taxes along the way. The first step is always the hardest, but you have the roadmap now. The April 5th deadline to use this year's £20,000 ISA allowance is approaching fast. So there is no better time to start than now. If this video helped you, please click the like button and subscribe for more content designed for NRIs here in the UK. And let me know in the comments, are you ready to start your UK investment journey? This is Dr. Suman helping you build your wealth one smart decision at a time. I will see you in the next video.